Hey guys, if you're just joining in, drop in your message, drop in a hi, and we're back with amazing new series. This time I have Marina, who is the founder and CEO of Growth Channel. Marina, thank you so much for joining in this particular session. Absolutely thrilled to have you. If you can just introduce yourself very quickly before we get started with the amazing product, I think that would be fantastic.
Sounds great. Thank you, Udit, and excited to really welcome Girls Channel to the Peach Brown community. We're really excited about this partnership together. Happy to share what we're building here with Girls Channel. We are on the mission to really help any business reach their very specific customer profile on premium channels outside of the traditional social and search advertising. And right now we have close to 3,000 users on the platform that are already using the platform and making things happen. Happy to tell also a little bit about myself. So my background is in digital marketing, have been doing that for about 15 years now. Started off within insurance and banking industry back in 2010 when I also worked with Allianz Insurance to help them build direct and digital transformation across 17 operating entities, but then also was part of the employer branding team at Philips. And they are really we're doing lots of personas as well and lots of activation campaigns. And this is also where the idea for Growth Channel sparked. Initially, in between that, was working also on the media holding with my co-founder before we exited it 4 years ago. And from there, I was like, okay, now it's time to make our channel happen. And startup school from Y Combinator was kind of that moment to kind of go make it and to get feedback, get users, and iterate from there. And it was really kind of the time when we did that. And put it into action. And it kind of rolled from there. Initially, we launched the planning module, and that went really well with personas, the tactics, competitor analysis, etc. And earlier this year, we also opened up our activation platform to really advertise once you have planned all those audiences, like what's the next step? What are you going to do with all that information, right? So it's really now about activating those audiences and putting your plans into action. And so that's what we call the activate module on Growth Channel as well.
Awesome, fabulous. Thank you so much for sharing all this details, Marina. So, do you come from tech background, or how did you find? If you didn't, then how did you find the person to really help you develop the product?
Yeah, it's been quite a journey. It's most probably longer than what we have for today's webinar, but we went through a number of iterations. So initially I tried outsourcing. In short, that didn't work. Then found technical co-founder, and that really worked for us. So internal technical team really works for us, and it's more about making sure that there's so much feedback left, right, center, right, in terms of the platform development. So it's more about prioritizing what's the most important for users, but then also for the business, and then really finding that balance in between. So that has been always kind of, that point where you want to make sure that you hit the ground running. But we have had amazing feedback from a lot of the LTD users, and that's kind of why we are doing this as well, to get more feedback, more active users on the platform. Because when you get more like mid-size enterprise users, I think there's a very different conversation going there. But with LTD users, what we found out is that there's always lots of feedback, right? So, and they're testing, they're clicking every button that there is and there is not, but they're like trying to figure it out. And I like, for example, watching like the Hotjar recording, right? Seeing, hey, how do they actually interact with the platform? And then hopping on some of those calls with the users, asking them to screen share and see really how they interact with the platform and if there are any issues they're facing there, or, what they like, what they don't like.
Fantastic. So, I think this is going to be probably a tough question. How do you really see yourself competing with ChatGPT? Because I'm pretty sure like that comes up like that's probably like one of the most often questions that comes up to you.
Well, actually not, but yeah, we are not really competing with ChatGPT, and we like ChatGPT. OpenAI is one of our integrations and has been there for over 3 years. And it's funny enough that ChatGPT just came out this year, and everyone is like, "Oh, this is so new," but it's actually not new.
Right.
And there were companies that were using OpenAI. GPT-3 beta, including ourselves, for quite a while. And just after they released ChatGPT to public, it became kind of a thing. So for us, the planning module is based on generative AI on top of the data. So you could, let's say, if you have a lot of your own first-party data, yeah, you can use ChatGPT then, and let it create stuff for you in the planning module. But with Growth Channel, what we focus on is making sure you have access to that additional data, so really like enrichment. And then we just make sense out of it using generative AI component.
Right.
But then the core value proposition is also not stopping at just having the persona profile. It's really making sure that you can activate your campaigns on more premium channels. So, for example, if you're thinking about going and advertising on Business Insider, Forbes, TechCrunch, Wall Street Journal, or any like apps on Spotify or Pandora, TV, billboards, any of that. So this is what we really focus on to really help you make sense of your personas, but also reach out to them.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much for that. Marina, why don't you take over the screen and share your screen and let Growth Channel do all the talking.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen. Do you guys see my screen?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we can go ahead and maybe generate a persona profile. And the way that happens right now is through generating a plan right here. I know some users click on a few other different areas as I review those Hotjar recordings, but the current way to do that is by clicking this button for those that are currently on the platform. And well, Udit, why don't you help me out a little bit and give me some ideas around, which company or product you want to generate a persona for?
All right, let's make it a little difficult. So, do you want to focus on services or products?
I don't care.
Okay, I think one of the most difficult industries like plumber industry, I guess. So let's try to generate something around B2C, and then we can probably focus something around B2B after that.
Okay. So company name,
Um,
Plumbing ABC.
yeah, let's name it Plumber ABC. I think that's a good name.
Okay. All right. Cool. Um, well, I think that would most probably fall into some kind of services industry. Let me think about what would be the best one for this. Yes, let's call it business services and then plumbingabc.com. Next, product or service, plumbing services for homeowners. And target geography, you want to do, well, usually plumbing is very local. Is there a specific area that you're interested in?
Maybe we can enter Los Angeles, maybe.
Okay. Type of customers, so let's do consumers here. Target audience, let's say homeowners in living in, let's say, Santa Monica area. Objective, let's do conversions. Competitors, let's just do other plumbing services locally. What are the main benefits of our plumbing service over competitors?
Let's say faster service, faster turnaround, then better pricing, better customer support. I've never done plumbing, so to think
Me
hard.
neither. I don't think, well, luckily, I never even had to order a service for plumbing before, so I'm not that familiar with this industry. But
Neither do I.
let's see. Hopefully, OpenAI knows the industry, and hopefully, we're gonna have something. Okay, cool. We have Alice here. So Alice is a homeowner. She's a busy professional. Well, she lives in Santa Monica, as we asked. And yeah, she loves her comfortable suburban lifestyle. So we here have her goals, so really what she's trying to achieve, and it's oftentimes really some of the so having like a full customer profile is often underestimated by some marketers or business owners because they only focus on like, hey, anyone who lives there is my customer, but it's not true.
Right.
You're really looking for folks that will first appreciate your core value proposition, that are actually in the market for your service, right? And maybe let's say if I'm renting, I'm most probably just gonna call my landlord. I'm not gonna be like ordering maybe a plumber right away myself.
Right.
So you really want to make sure you understand your customer profile at its full, and this is exactly what we are trying to do here. So tell you more about the goals of your persona profile, what their problems are, what their pain points are, what and who influences their decision, how they're going to make that decision, how they're going to evaluate if they liked you or not, and if they're going to use you again, and overall like what they like and what you don't like. And this is really kind of the set in stone for really making sure that any of your marketing or sales activation campaigns succeed. Because if you understand all those points, then you have really like the foundation for any of your communication, any of your like messaging on your website, advertising campaigns, or whatever that may be, even like social campaigns. So yeah, this usually comes in as a very important component. And Plumbing ABC saved the day for Alice here. And yeah, so it looks like she's just very busy and she's looking for that fast turnaround in this case, right? And this is how it will come across. So here we have Alice, and this is part of our V2. And let's say if we want to generate more personas for Plumbing ABC, we'll just click on the plus here and another persona will get generated right away. You want to do like a B2B component now? Want to try that?
Yeah, sure. I think we can probably try it for first sales, maybe. I think that's going to be a good one.
Okay, I know you like first sales. All right, so okay, so it's a software, and is it firstsales.com or
IO.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
And product or service, so it's a sales automation and outreach platform, something like that.
No, yeah. I think United States.
Okay. Type of customers, businesses most probably. Target audience, are you targeting like
Agencies.
agencies? Okay. Like
Yeah.
owners
Yeah.
or okay.
Agency owners, maybe. Yeah.
So marketing agents owners. Okay. Are you anyone else?
No, I think we can just focus on one, I guess.
Okay. And you're looking at conversions as well or anything else?
No, usually like book a demo call. Maybe we
Okay.
can do it conversions.
Yeah. Competitors?
We can probably enter like out Apollo.io.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Main benefits over Apollo.
I should just say better product. I think probably like a better automation.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next one is going to be the snowshoe feature, which is maybe you can call it like multi-send.
Okay. Do you automate LinkedIn as well?
No, not yet.
Okay.
It's going to be the next version.
But you warm up the emails, right?
Yeah, email warm up.
Email warm up included. Okay, maybe better data, like
Yeah, very or like auto verification. How many do we enter? Like three, four, five, or
Whatever,
how much we
whatever
want?
you want, whatever you want. Anything that's relevant. Yeah.
Got it.
Let's say I'm a potential client using Apollo, like kind of how are you gonna kind of pitch me, for sales kind of thing. That's what
Got
will
it.
go under main benefits. Yeah. Okay, cool. I think that's fine for now. Let's see. Hopefully,
Uh, I think I'm really excited for actually PPC ads. I think that's going to be very interesting one, because that's where I think majority of the people will generally have a lot of problems of finding out those like golden nugget keywords kind of thing, where you can potentially like generate a lot of clicks and users. So I think that will be pretty interesting.
yep. Yes. So we have Samantha here. So she's an owner of a marketing agency. And yeah, so it looks like she wants to automate everything. So it's kind of your really like potential client for first sales. And so she wants to increase client acquisition, improve lead generation, enhance sales efficiency, scale outreach efforts, and maximize revenue. Her pain points are manual time consuming outreach processes, lack of reliable data and efficient lead qualification, limited email warm up capabilities, and inability to handle large scale outreach. So lots of things. So literally, like you can, let's say if you're using Growth Channel, you can sometimes always like take the pain points on one side of your landing page and then the goals on the other side and kind of marry that inside your copy that you use within either it being like a campaign on social, landing page, blog post, or anything of that matter. So you
Right.
have all of those
Uh,
different
do you also plan
components.
to do you also plan to add like the copies being written at the same time for, let's say, like for Facebook or Google Ads? Do you also plan to add that over here?
So we're considering it. However, a lot of our clients right now use, other tools to make that, and there are, I don't know, maybe like 1,000 right now available in the market to achieve just the copywriting for ads or landing pages itself. The next feature we are adding to the planning module version 2 is the customer journey map. So the customer journey map will help you really understand like what are some of the tactics to reach out to Samantha across the customer journey from trigger to awareness, consideration, conversion, delight, and advocate. We really focus on the customer journey and personas. That's kind of the core premise of Growth Channel. And this is adds much more value proposition than another copywriting tool. So that's like another thing, stepping stone that we're
So
going for.
here's a question for you, Marina. Like, who should be buying this product?
Yeah, so we actually do work a lot with agencies as well. So, marketing agencies, consultants, freelancers, or internal marketing teams. What we have found is that if you're a business owner trying to do many things and it may not be the best solution for you. However, of course, it also depends if you're, let's say, running the marketing efforts for your business and it's growing rapidly, etc. So that may still be a good fit, but oftentimes what we find is that marketers, either internal teams or agencies, would use our platform.
Got it. Perfect. All right. What are some of the most other exciting features that's coming up apart from the ones that you have already mentioned?
Yeah, so some of the other ones is, so for example, if you want to reach Samantha on, let's say, native ads, so we will create a native ad copy. Or, for example, if you're looking for using our contextual AI, making sure that you reach out to Samantha when she is reading about persona profiles or when she's reading about automating her sales processes, making sure you can actually get first sales add to her at that very moment. So get recommendations for those keywords in the platform as well to generate them on what sites. So for example, if Samantha may be like a daily reader of CNN or something like this, right? Or maybe she's checking Business Insider once a week or anything of that sort. So making sure you know what are exactly those sites that are recommended as well to get more really like eyeballs in terms of your product. So those are some of the things that will be coming out in V2 planning soon. For older users on the platform, we also have our legacy app. It's still available. So like persona templates, tactics and some of the other things are also included there. But we are trying to make sure that version 2 really resolves around making it even faster, more efficient, and more personalized. So I would definitely recommend using V2 for these days. And then we have Activate module, and I think this is also quite exciting for those that actually run advertising campaigns, and I can walk you through some of the components here and what we have cooking. So on the overview screen, we have usually like a summary of the advertising campaigns if you're running anything. So it will tell you, and it's a beta account, so there isn't much stuff here, but you can definitely run and check it out for yourself to see what kind of campaigns you can get running there. And the overview will give you some of those insights. We have separately reporting pages, and this is where you have per campaign report in detail, and you can choose any metrics you want for the chart as well, from cost per view to cost per listen, conversions, video completions, or anything in between. Then we have also sites report, apps report, geo creatives, auction results, and pacing. So basically anything that you may need to really help you run those campaigns efficiently and also at scale. What we are doing with Growth Channel is we are trying to make it easy for you to really get on some of the premium sites without necessarily like signing big commitment agreements or having annual contracts or anything of that matter, but at the same time reaching to that very niche audience that you have already defined and at scale. So there are lots of like advertising channels, demand side platforms, SSPs, etc. But the problem is usually limited scale for the very specific audience who you want to target. So what we have done is that we have connected to the whole ecosystem, from Basis to StackAdapt to the Trade Desk, DV360, Xandr, Beeswax, etc., to really make sure that you can reach that very niche audience literally anywhere they go outside of the social and Google search results. So through that, you can make sure you reach that scale and that component to really get to the people who you want to get to basically anywhere online. And that includes sites, includes apps, in-game, audio, video, TV, billboards, etc. And it's worldwide, 200 plus countries included.
Awesome. That sounds wonderful. Let me just quickly share this. Anything else that's coming up that's going to excite people?
So we constantly are building, more integrations.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Also, do you want to talk more about the resale plan before I share the screen?
Yeah. We have white label opportunities. So, for example, if you're interested in, let's say, if you're an agency and you want to give access to your advertisers, to your clients, you can change, Growth Channel to your agency name, all the colors, put it on the subdomain, and also make sure different advertisers have their own access. So that is available in our agency plans. Through that, you can also adjust, let's say, if you want to have a markup for your agency, you adjust that, and all those other things.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that, Marina. So, quickly sharing my screen, guys. Growth Channel is available on Pitchdown exclusively on a lifetime deal for just $79. You can grab the reseller plan for $749. You can use the code BFCM23 to get 10% off. It's an amazing opportunity. They're building quite amazing stuff. They're adding new features all the time. Do you happen to have like any kind of roadmap that's available publicly anywhere, Marina?
Sorry, what do you mean exactly? Can you clarify?
Do you happen to have any roadmap in the form, like what are features are coming up? Do you
Yeah.
happen to have like any roadmap anywhere?
Yeah, so we have that on the website. I can pull it up right now. There are lots of things, of course, that we're working on. Let me get to that page, and I can share my screen. Okay. Great. So here we have the roadmap. You can also open it in a bigger, larger version here. But you can also submit a feature if you're interested in. But for example, some of the things that we're working on right now is in dashboard notifications. That's kind of one of the things that the guys are busy with right now. And we also have deployed already that users can change their password and really instant advertiser access for everyone. Bulk campaign uploads is what something that we're also working on right now, and this is what is coming up soon, so that you can upload, let's say, hundreds or thousands of campaigns all at once if you want to. And because our platform is really focused on niche audience targeting, oftentimes we have very small campaigns, but there could be many of them, right? There's no minimum ad spend required per campaign, so you can really put in micro campaigns within Growth Channel. And if you have many of them, bulk upload, it can be really handy. We have a few advertisers who are using it right now in the beta.
Awesome, wonderful. Looking forward to all of these features. With that, any other thing you want to share with the audience who's going to watch this video night right now or later on?
Sure. I mean, like if you're interested, check our website. We also have Ava, our AI copilot inside the platform. I was going through some of the chats that she was able to answer instantly, and it's always surprising me how cool it gets, because we trained her on all the Growth Channel materials, all our training sessions, our videos, our knowledge base, etc. So she knows a lot, so to say. But also don't hesitate to, if you want to speak with me or any of our team members, you can also book a call from our website, and we can show you a more personalized demo as well.
Perfect. And do you want to talk about the funding by any chance?
Yeah, we closed our seed round earlier in summer, and we are right now preparing for a quick bridge round as well. Overall, we are already VC backed, and we have a number of great angels who joined our cap table as well, who have been amazing part of our journey. And so just rest assured that you're in good hands as well in the space. And also, we are registered and operating from the US, but we have global coverage with all our partners and integrations that we have built inside the platform.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, Marina, for sharing all of that. I think we're very excited with what you're building up, and I think it's going to help quite a lot of good number of people, especially the ones who doesn't come from the marketing background, and especially the ones who are just starting off their business online. I think that's going to be very helpful for them. Is it also going to be helpful for, let's say, small businesses who are not online on and want to get online for the very first time? You think it's going to be like helpful for them?
It can be helpful for sure. Although as a marketer myself, I would of course recommend testing out maybe like Google and Facebook first before you go into the programmatic, just to get your feet wet, so to say. But yeah, programmatic is usually a great channel to really scale away from social or search, or even let's say if social and search is not working for you because you cannot target maybe by household income, or maybe if you just cannot narrow it down based on your very specific segment where you're working with, programmatic and Growth Channel is a great way to do that because we really specialize in those niche audiences.
Awesome, brilliant. Thank you so much, Marina, for sharing all that. With that, we will be wrapping this up and we'll be coming back with another webinar. We'll probably work on some more use cases with the Growth Channel and probably come back sharing more of those details with you guys. With that, we'll be wrapping up. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you so much, Marina, for coming here for the very first time. Let's do it again next week and share more details with everyone.
Thank you, Udit. Have everyone a great day.
Thank you, everyone.